This is the podcast, not an interview. This is a conversation. No gimmicks, just reasons. 84 reasons. Come holler at me. What up, everybody? I am Being True. This is 84 Reasons, where I break down all things Florida Gator, everything. Football, basketball, baseball, swimming, track, gymnastics. But today, we talk about bloodlines right at Florida. And I don't know what's going on in the Pouncey bloodline, whether it's O-line, wide receiver, cornerback. These Pounceys, they can do it all. And listen, and they're only allowed to come to Florida. It doesn't matter where they start out at. My next guest started out in Texas, over there with Coach Herman, Austin. Now he's back where he's supposed to be the whole time, the great Jordan Pouncey. What's going on with you today, Jordan?
Not much. What's up? Thanks for having me.
Now, Jordan, I want to start right there. I know you can't. I know you with them orange and blue boys. Used to be with them burnt orange boys. What was it like? Because I played with Vince Young. I played with Bo Scaife. And them Texas boys, most of them ain't from Texas, by the way. Most of the Texas boys, they be from out the state. They love Texas. They talk about Texas like it help them on their tax returns, like it's helping them get business deals. What's going on in Austin, man? What is that culture like down there?
Man, it's Austin itself is, I would say, very different than the persona of the state of Texas. It's a big city. I remember when the first time I ever went to Texas was on my official visit, and I know this is like not a real, like, unlogical, like I thought I was gonna come in and see people riding on horses and like an old western town, but to be honest, it's a really big city. It's a lot like Orlando, which I think that's why I liked it so much, because it reminded me of home. So it's a very big city. There's a lot of good people, good food, good music, just good vibes all around the city. If you've ever been, you understand how easy it is to fall in love with the city.
So, Jordan, basically what you're saying is these Texas Longhorns, they ain't exaggerating, because everyone I played with or against, they talk about Texas like that. Oh my God, like Austin is this and is that. But because you were there, you can confirm it. I'm gonna go with you, like, because me and Vince Young, like I said, I used to say, Vince, number one, I'm from Swainsboro, Georgia. You from Houston. I thought that Houston is a big city. You more country than me. Number one, you making up words and on words. I already know they ride around on folk, tipping on fofos. They got the pop trunks. And everything they listen to, take the slowest music you've ever heard and slow it down some more. Slow it down some more. It feels like you in a Twilight Zone. If you've ever heard somebody go, that's how they're, to them, that's the best music. So you saying, Jordan, okay, I can't confirm. Austin, ain't no tumbleweeds, ain't no cowboys walking around. You got real nice city, real nice infrastructure.
There's cowboys walking around, just not people riding around on horses.
Now you at Florida. You talk about crazy fan bases, right? Florida fan base, crazy. Texas fan base, crazy. Because you've experienced them both, in your opinion, who's the craziest fan base between Texas and Florida?
I would say the most enthusiastic would definitely be Florida fans. Like, just so much love that we receive from the fans is crazy. But like crazy fans, Texas. I remember my freshman year is our first game, our home opener. We lost to Maryland, and like before the game was even over, people were booing us and throwing stuff at us on the field, on our own home field. So the fans at Texas are crazy, but I feel more love and support from Gator fans.
All right, so okay, I give you that. I want to talk about this: the Red River rivalry or Florida, Georgia.
I would say the Red River rivalry, just because the theatrics behind it all. I don't know if you've ever been to the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, but it's literally smack dab in the middle of the Texas State Fairgrounds. So like when you're pulling in on the bus, you're literally driving through the fair. And on one side of the road, there's Texas fans. On one side of the road, there's Oklahoma fans. And like you're either getting middle fingers on this side and like hook 'em horns on this side, or like, and then at the Cotton Bowl, there's only one tunnel. So our locker rooms are 10 feet away from each other. And there's a lot of stuff that happens in that tunnel that is not seen on TV. And then like just the stadium itself, it's kind of small and compact, and the fans are right on top of you. And it's like the difference between Florida, Georgia, and Texas, Oklahoma is whatever side that you're on in TIA Bank Field, like your fans are behind you. But up in Dallas, it's split at the 50-yard line. So if you're on one side of the field, Oklahoma fans are chirping at you the whole time, and if you're on the other side, then your fans are behind you. So it's just very different. I've enjoyed playing in both games, definitely, but I would say that the Red River Showdown is a little bit better.
How crazy is it knowing that both Oklahoma and Texas are coming to the SEC now?
Hey, I wish them the best of luck. I think it's I A&M left the Big 12 to come
Mm-hmm.
play in the SEC, and
Mm-hmm. Well,
so
talk about that though. You see, you say, I hear you go. I wish them the best of luck. All right, Big 10. Listen, Big 12 football, big time football. We get it. They're gonna throw the ball a lot. SEC, they're gonna throw it, but it's a you heard about it. I go to tell you hear about the quote, the big bad SEC, best athletes all over the field, craziness. You've done both. You've seen both. Did the SEC live up to the billing of, hey, bro, it's crazy over there. It's crazy over there, but it's crazy over here.
yeah, just I would say like playing in the SEC is the closest you can get to playing in the NFL without actually playing in the NFL. It's just like every Saturday you're lining up against potential first round draft picks, which it happens here and there in the Big 12. It was just like, the guys aren't as big and fast. Like you can be big or fast, but like in the SEC, people are big and fast. So it's just like it's the speed of the game and I guess the physical part of it is a lot different.
Your college career has gone a lot of ways as far as like just having to go through different transits. Coach Herman, Texas, Dan Mullen, now Billy Napier. Most guys they say, look, man, I want to go to this school. When it comes to recruiting, the school is one thing. I get it, but people don't understand the head coach and the position coach. The head coach, I gotta love the head coach, thinking that they're gonna be there, and it's got to be something with that position coach that make me go, all right, I can. This dude can yell at me every day. I can deal with him critiquing me. But you've had 3 different head coaches, man. What is that like? Because most players, they go through different stuff. Like they might not get the playing time they want. They might not have the career that they want, but they still had the same team with the same head coach. You're on your second team, your third head coach. What has that been like for you? And what made you know that even when Dan Mullen left, hey man, I can stick around with this Billy Napier dude?
So I've enjoyed playing for 3 different head coaches. I think for me because it offers more insight to like the game itself at different ways that people think about the game. So like, playing for Herman and Mullen, they both coached under Urban Meyer. So like the offenses were similar. So that like was cool. Coach Mullen's offense was a little different, and I really liked that offense. Obviously, we helped produce guys like Kadarius Toney and Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts, but like with Coach Napier, it's a whole different approach. Like on the other side of the spectrum in terms of offensive philosophy. So like it's really helped me kind of because like I want to go into coaching, so it's really like helped me realize like how I would want to run my team and my offense and stuff like that. So playing for three different head coaches, it really helps you learn more about the game of football itself. Because I mean, after the second or third year, it's like you expect you're in the routine. You know what to expect. So all that stuff uh, is really easy to figure out. But it's like the offensive stuff that you're it's ever changing, and so playing for three different play callers it's been a very eye opening experience.
What is it like playing with your little brother? Like, I mean, you and Ethan, I mean, most guys grow up saying, oh, I just want to either play against my little brother, beat him up on the field, and we get to play growing up. Big time college football is a big thing when you talk about recruiting, when you talk about wanting to be recognized, want to park. Know what y'all boy, I know you played a lot of sports, a lot of, had a lot of impacts when I know you was a sprinter back in the day. I said, I don't know if Coach Mouse ever came up to you like, yo, Jordan, man, we can use a fourth on this 4x1. You're like, nah, bro, y'all averaging, 10 ones, 10, 999s in the 100, bro. I mean, I'm fast, but I ain't finna be embarrassed out here. But you and your brother, I saw y'all commitment video where y'all was at Florida. You standing in front of him. What was that like? Because it's hard to get recruited. People think, oh, I'm a Pouncey, I'm gonna get recruited. Do this. It's hard to get recruited, and it's hard to go to the school you want to go to because they fall in love with you today. And next thing you know, you're like, is my phone still on? Yeah, they ain't DMing like they used to. They ain't calling me like they used to. You and your brother both chose to go to the same squad. What has that been like?
I mean, it was already written before we came out saying that. Like that was what it was going to be. We were going to play together regardless of wherever we went. When I was at Texas, he was committed to Texas. So, after 2.5 seasons at Texas, it just wasn't really happening for me there. And then, we didn't want to bring him into that situation. And I was like, shit, man, what do you think about staying home? And he loved the idea, so we kind of got together and talked to our family and stuff, and decided that Florida was the place for us.
You being a Pouncey, obviously your cousins, they had incredible careers both at Florida and the NFL. Do you have to hear that a lot? Like, do people just expect, oh, here come another Pouncey? Like, yeah, but these guys are a lot smaller than their cousins. Like, they ain't as big as them dudes. They play receiver and DB. Is the family name still just that big in Florida to where people hear the last name and go, yeah, dude, we play skill positions on offense and defense. We don't necessarily got to be pushing around guys like Big Dez and Javon Dexter every day in practice.
Well, don't get it twisted. I can't still push them around, but maybe not as good as my cousins. But it's the name definitely holds a lot of weight, but that's not something that I try to like. I don't bank on it. I mean, I'm proud of my last name. I really am, and I appreciate what Mike and Marquise did when they came through here. But it's not. I don't expect anything from anybody, or it's not something that but I appreciate the recognition and stuff that I get from people around town and campus and stuff like that, and when people recognize my name, but it's not something that I try to ride their coattails or anything like that.
Talking with Jordan Pouncey, ride nobody's coattail. I don't care what my cousin did. This is about me and my brother Ethan. We the next up. We the next in line. Herman, Mullen, now Napier. Wants to go into coaching, gonna go into coaching, gonna be a hell of a coach. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Dan Mullen, offense. Herman, offense. Billy Napier, forget the offense for a second. They got something to do every week. It's dominate this week. It's brotherhood the next week. I don't even know what phase they in. During the season, there is attention to detail, and then there is Billy Napier. Not only do we want you to know the offense, Jordan. Yeah, I know you know Ethan. Yeah, tell me about Pearsall. Tell me what his brother's name is. Tell me what his brother. Talk about him making sure y'all really know each other, because the biggest misconception about football players is we all know each other. Like, I know his name, but I don't necessarily know him. Talk about how much closer it made y'all knowing that, Javon Dexter loses his dad a month before his first game. Lorenzo Lingard, dad was on dialysis. I mean, he almost lost him during COVID. Like, really knowing these dudes away from the game, how much better does that make you as a football player?
I think being closer that's what, this whole offseason, that was like one of the main things that everyone really harped on was becoming closer as a team. And I think through that, it's made us play better as a team. Um, we we play for each other. I mean, it's easier to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna break my back for this guy because I know him, I love him." So being able to play for each other as one is like I would say that's the basis of the whole team. Like without that, we wouldn't be in the position that we're at. Um, we play hard because we love each other. So it's the Coach Napier says the game is about people. So if you don't know the people that you're playing with, you're not going to play very, very well.
Jordan, when I see, look, being a former player myself, I'm way, way, way older than y'all. Y'all boys wasn't even coming. I was born in I graduated high school in 2000. Y'all boys barely out the womb, if you was even out the womb yet. But the sideline for Florida is different. Like when I see a guy score or make a big hit, I mean, they can have just a sideline cam. Like y'all boys be going crazy. Not like just having fun. I don't know if y'all got the little orange. I don't know what this little cane y'all got. Everybody, Xavier Henderson, he's a drum major when he scores. Montreal, he got the little walk. But just talk about that genuine love of saying, look, bro, I really want them boys out there on that field to root for me as if I was the one out there. Just talk about, because when I be looking at it, I'm like, oh, look at all that. I played for Ron Zook and Steve Spurrier. There is 0% chance Ron Zook would have let us have that much fun on them sidelines. But just talk about how when y'all boys make a play, it's about to be a freaking party on that sideline, man.
Yeah, I mean, like that just feeds into the camaraderie of the team. Like if one shine, we all shine. So we love to see our brother score a touchdown, make a big hit, catch an interception. So like even if somebody on defense, if they make a interception or something like that, I'm running on the field with them. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Nate, he always says like, make the referees tell me, hey, they need to calm down. That's how he just loves it when we celebrate with each other as a team. So that's like that strengthens the bond even more.
Jordan, Big Dad's get a big, he get a big recovery. I don't know what he's switching hands for. He's 478 pounds. Just run over Spencer Rattler. Now, it was still a great play. Y'all went crazy. If he scores, if he gets in the zone, what's the likelihood that we're going to get an unsportsmanlike? Because the sidelines, what's the
100%. We almost got one and he didn't even score. Like if he would have scored, I think the whole team would have ran out into the end zone to meet him out there.
When I saw it, I said, what is Dez doing? Dez, this ain't the time to be trying to have ball, you know what I'm saying, safety, man. Spencer Rattler, his whole life flashed before his eyes. He said, what is happening? Because one, he could now if he would have just ran off and didn't touch him, nobody, I wouldn't have felt bad for him. But he's like, I gotta try to tackle this dude. we know Dez is an athlete, big man moving, and then you got Dez. But you said 100%. If he scores, bro, that's a wrap. Talk about that, because y'all see each other in practice. You see how hard a guy's working. Most guys, when they say they got to lose weight, they saying, man, I came in 5 pounds heavier, 10 pounds heavier. Not, I can lose 50 pounds and I'm still 400 pounds. I can lose 100 pounds, I'm still 350 pounds. But he's starting nose tackle. He's worked his way to ain't nobody gave him nothing. Fan favorite. He got the armbands. I said, Dez, bro, them the biggest arm. That 21 on your chest is the hardest working jersey ever. I don't know if the jersey, the number's small or he big, but that camaraderie. That's one thing. But y'all got this new facility, Jordan, and I'm looking around like, what the hell is this? The locker is one thing. Then you got the pool. Then you get the people. And Jordan, please tell the people, What is it like knowing I can put on my jersey, and I can just walk out to the facility, to the field. I don't got to walk. I don't even know how far we had to walk. We was doing that. I got to walk up the stairs. I got to walk across the street. I got to walk through the parking lot. Then I got to walk in. Now I put on my stuff. I go out. Now them 10, 15 minutes I got to kind of negotiate now. Hey, bro, I can wait till about 10 minutes till. Talk about just having your own facility, and have you been in the pool yet?
Okay, so yeah, that facility, forever grateful for it. Thank you to everyone that even donated a dollar to that facility. It's changed Florida football like forever. Just the fact that we don't have to walk all the way from the stadium to the practice facility is game changing. Like, so just being able to have, you know, in 5 minutes I can put my pads on and be out on the field, which is that is just awesome. I love that because there's a lot of schools around the country that have that, that we're competing with. So now that we're on I think it levels the playing field in terms of that. But I have been in the pool. I try to get in it at least once a week. It's starting to get colder now, but
Yeah.
there's a hot tub out there too. So
Oh my God, bougie. Basically, Jordan saying they bougie. Like, Jordan, where you at? I'm in the hot borough. Meet me in the hot tub. What? Yeah, man. I want to get my body back. I want to be in the hot tub. I got a person. We got personal chefs now. We eating asparagus and little baby and little and these little things. These little baby little cabbages. I think they call them Brussels sprouts. We eating stuff like that now.
I don't need no Brussels sprouts.
Basically, Jordan said, if you want me to eat the green, you better put it on. You better put it right on top of a thing called a hamburger. That's how I eat my greens. I'm not, but I got to say this, man. Senior day. I remember when I had mine. I remember, you're sitting there with your teammates, and the coach goes, "Seniors," and you walk out, and it's something about that last time that mist in your eye, like, bro, what's going on? Because it like hits you. Like, wait a minute. This is it, bro? Yeah, like. I'm not. This your last time running with the jersey on, like you. Because I remember we said, I ain't crying, bro. What you talking? I'm not a crier. I'm gonna walk out there. But then they call the seniors, and like that hallway get real misty. Like, what's wrong? We looking at each other all in the face, like, bro, stop looking at me, man. What was it like though, Jordan? Like because you get used to doing it, right? Yeah. College is real slow when you get there, and it's real fast once you get in there. It goes like this. It's like this, bro. I remember. Not knowing where I'm going, not knowing what I'm doing, trying to figure out college life, to now I'm helping other guys navigate. No, you want to do this, do that. But then they go, here come the seniors, and you walk out there, and you like, bruh, this is, not saying you didn't appreciate it, but it's like, did it go by fast is what I'm saying.
It went by too fast. I can remember my first day on campus at Texas. I remember my first day on campus at Florida. Like, it really, they say the days are, what they say, the days are long, but the years are short.
Yes.
So I had one of the longest college careers ever, 6 years. So
yeah, you and Ventrell, man, y'all looking at each other like, bro, listen, why you trying to be like me, bro? Stop trying to be like me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But but I will say this, Jordan. Obviously you there with your brother, and it's crazy. You got that family legacy, the family name. What are you gonna remember the most in Florida? I know y'all still got Vandy, know you still got Florida State, know you still got a bowl game. What is Jordan Pouncey gonna remember the most about Florida?
Everything. Like that my first year here playing with a potential Heisman winner, a Mackey Award winner, and two first-round draft picks and a second-round draft pick, playing in the SEC championship, and then playing in the Cotton Bowl, scoring my first touchdown. That's obviously one of the memorable seasons.
Against freaking Oklahoma, man. That's crazy.
Life comes full.
Now, hold on. That's right. Score your freaking touchdown against Spencer Rattler. You leave Texas to come to Florida. He leaves Oklahoma to come to South Carolina. Now he got a 450-pound man trying to make a tackle. Life comes at you fast, man.
It does. Just all those days, those dog tired days, when I'm looking down, and then I look up and see one of my brothers across the field. That's like, we going through the same thing. So, I got no choice but to keep going for him, and he gonna keep going for me. It's like, little things like that. I also just try to make the most of every opportunity, just to bond with my teammates. So I feel like this year I'm closer with my team than I ever have been in my entire career. So it just making memories with these guys it's a blessing to be able to do it every day.
You said I'm going to go into coaching. You said I've had Coach Herman, I've had Coach Dan Mullen, I got Billy Napier. Is there anything? Do you have a similar coaching style to any of those three dudes, or are you just taking something from all of those dudes?
I would say I take something from every one of them. Like every coach I've ever been coached by, I feel like I I appreciate all different styles of coaching, but I like I like everything. I take little pieces from every coach I've had. So I would say I'm a Frankenstein when it comes to my coaching style. There's a lot of different things.
And I will be remiss, man. I mean, I know the people that make the biggest sacrifices, for you and your brother is your parents. Those are the ones that no one gives enough credit to, from just growing up trying to figure out what am I going to do with these boys. I know you start off at the academy, end up at Winter Park and different things from Texas to Florida. What would you say to your parents, letting them know I appreciate y'all and the sacrifices y'all made to make sure me and my brother Ethan we get to live out our dreams of playing big time college football?
Yeah, without them, there is no me. There is no Ethan. So I would say, thank you for making us making us exist. I mean, I would give most credit to my mom because she's the one that put me into football. I actually wanted to be a cheerleader.
We breaking news here on 84 Reasons a Day.
Yeah, so we like the little flyer, the Pop Warner flyer. I brought it home from school. I was like, "Oh, mom, I want to be a cheerleader." She was like, "Well, let's try football for a season and see how you like it." And I was never a cheerleader, so I played football since I was 6 years old. So I would say thank you to my parents for pushing me to be the best and continuing to support me through the tough times and being able to pick me up when I was down.
He is Jordan Pouncey. Listen, Winter Park, Florida. The older brother of Ethan, the cousins of Mike and Mike and Maurice Pouncey. Started out in Texas, ended up in Gville. Wanted to be a cheerleader. I want to say bachelor's degree in African American studies. I'm all in his business. I'm all in his business. But most importantly, gonna be a coach one day. When people say, "Hey man, what is college about?" College, for those who don't know, it is training wheels to adulthood. You get to take them off. I wear them when I'm there. I get to take them off when I leave. Everybody don't want to go pro. Sometimes I want to affect the same way I've been affected. Them same coaches that showed me, hey man, the best coaches used to be players now because we've done it. We know what they really going through. He is Jordan Pouncey. I know he over there looking like Derrick Rose. If you've seen Derrick Rose these days, he looked like Jordan. I'm trying to say, is this Jordan? No, this is Jordan Pouncey, Winter Park, Florida. It's all about the last name. I'm not caring about the legacy they started. It's about the legacy he's cemented, him and his brother. If you're looking for him, go to the facility. He's in the hot tub with his feet up, drinking pineapple juice with a little straw in it. They got a little, hula thing on it. He is Jordan Pouncey. I am being true. This is 84 Reasons. No games, no gimmicks, just reasons. Future head coach Jordan Pouncey. All Florida Gator for life. Sorry, Texas. He belongs to us now. You know what I'm saying? He belongs over here with them orange and blue boys. Hey man, and we out here, Jordan. I appreciate you taking the time, sir.
Hey, thank you.